Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we've got something really exciting for you. We're unboxing and reviewing the ASUS ROG Azoth mechanical keyboard. This thing is a beast, so stick around to find out if it lives up to the hype. Let's dive in. First impressions, the packaging is sleek and premium, as we've come to expect from ASUS ROG. We've selected the model with aluminum finish and white keycaps. One of the more interesting selling features of this keyboard is that it's attempting to combine features normally associated with the enthusiast market and features normally associated with a dedicated high-end gaming board. Let's see what's included with the keyboard. Right away, I can tell this is a very high quality braided USB-C to USB-A. We've got keycap pullers, a little station to set the key switches while they're being lubricated, an adapter to go from USB-A to USB-C. We've got a brush of decent quality to apply lubricant to the key switches, and some included lubricant, although you should note that the key switches do come pre-lubricated. This is a key switch puller branded with the ROG logo. Immediately I can tell this is a heavy, high quality, well-built piece of equipment. It's really surprising how heavy this thing is. The typing feels excellent. I went with the NX Storm key switches. I wanted a really tactile, clicky, almost like an old typewriter feel. And it's clear that this board is marketed toward those that may be interested in getting into the enthusiast market or may desire some of the features and sensory tactile experience from a more high-end mechanical keyboard, but also are looking to retain features from a gaming board. You can see a breakdown of the construction, the layers of foam. It's really promoting the hot swappable nature of the key switches. One thing I will say, the underside of the chassis is made of plastic, and they indicate that this is to help with the Bluetooth frequency or the wireless connection. But it is somewhat disappointing that there would be this much plastic on a premium keyboard of this nature. Now, let's talk about the typing experience. The keyboard comes with many different options. As I mentioned before, we chose the NX Storm switches, which are very tactile, very clicky, 65 grams of force, and a 1.8 millimeter actuation point. I highly recommend, if this keyboard interests you, going to a local retailer, testing out one of the displays, some of the different types of key switches, to see what may work best for you. Now we come to one of the only major issues I've had with this board so far, and that's the proprietary Armory Crate software. I've had limited success updating animations to the OLED screen, but it works reasonably well. One thing I will say that the RGB of this keyboard is vibrant and responsive, but it can be very tricky getting this software to work with other peripherals. If you are a Signal RGB user, you will encounter some problems. you may need to force override the other software that's running in the background, that you need to update the OLED, for instance, change some other features, save your macros, etc. So it can get a little bit tricky. It doesn't tend to play nice with other softwares. So who is this keyboard for? Well, if you are an enthusiast, or if you're thinking of getting into the space, I think you would really like some of the features of this board. That being said, there are some other options that you could consider. So what did we like about this board? Well, the build quality. Very sturdy aluminum, very premium materials, and the keycaps feel excellent. Very vibrant RGB lighting, which is customizable with some challenges using the proprietary software. Typing experience is excellent. Smooth, satisfying, whether you're using the RX or NX key switches. The customization options are virtually endless. And as a 75% keyboard, this is compact yet functional, retaining most of your essential keys. Some of the downsides: this is a very expensive keyboard, and that may be a deal breaker for some, as there are many much cheaper options of comparable quality in the mechanical and gaming keyboard spaces. Software, while functional, it can be challenging if you want to use the stock RGB options with any other peripherals, or if you run any other software. Finally, this thing is heavy. It's not ideal if you're looking for a portable setup, something to throw in your backpack, take to work, etc. This isn't going to be the board for you. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. If you found this video helpful, or you'd like to see more from us, please consider leaving a like or subscribing. If you've used the keyboard, leave a comment. Let us know, what switches did you select? Are there any other comparable options that you're using? We'd love to hear from you. Thank you once again, and until next time.